Hey Joe, how's it going?
How's it going today, Paul?
Good. I'm excited to be here doing this podcast with you and talking about all this new exciting stuff going on.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here to share some information about eBuilder.
Yeah, so over the past few years, I know that you've been working hard on implementing a new work management system, and I know that one of them is eBuilder, right?
Yeah, eBuilder is one of those, Paul. We've been using AssetWorks AIM for a number of years now. It has its shortcomings. It's really not meeting our current capital planning and project management needs. So over the course of several years, several committees, we went out for an RFP and selected eBuilder.
So what is eBuilder and how's it going to work?
eBuilder is a project management information system. It manages project data in one place. This helps all stakeholders, right? Project managers, architects, engineers, contractors, subcontractors, in-house staff, and leadership. It helps them to plan, design, review, and manage projects. It includes all of the details, financial data, changes and approvals. Basically, eBuilder is a one-stop shop for everything related to projects in IP&O. It's project management for the digital age. And it is really, that's what we're talking about here, is we're talking about a digital transformation, away from AssetWorks AIM and into using eBuilder.
So what are a few of the biggest eBuilder features and some of their improvements over AIM?
Well, first of all, eBuilder is all about project and project life cycle, right? It's a really powerful tool that's going to provide both an overall and detailed view of project activities. It's cloud-based, right? There are no servers to maintain. Right now, we're maintaining a few servers to support AssetWorks AIM. We're not going to have to do that with eBuilder. Any information or any updates, I should say, are going to be pushed from eBuilder directly to us, so we won't have to worry about that, anything going on in that regard. It's very configurable. We have a core team that spent a lot of time configuring the system, which is, which will, keep everyone connected, help us collaborate in a very big way. That wasn't possible before. We're able to do that. And collaboration is a big part of this. And we have some standard processes now and some clear expectations. One of the features that we have with the workflows is that they're all built out, and they're built out in a very visual way, right? Like you're looking at a workflow diagram. That's available in every process that you use in eBuilder. So you just have to click on show the workflow diagram in a particular process. It'll show you where you're at, where you should be, who should be taking action at whatever particular stage of the process that you're on. So that's a very big feature and really a vast improvement over AssetWorks AIM. There's also instruction boxes in all these processes that are going to help the user if they have any questions. So you won't have to go to a quick reference guide, outside of eBuilder. It's right there contained in eBuilder. You'll be able to see that. It's very mobile, right? And that is huge for project managers because 80 to 90% of their work, probably even more of their work, is done in the field, right? They're out there doing site visits and really working in the field, and they need to answer questions out there. And, they're going to be able to do that from a mobile device. If they want to use their phones, great. If you want to use an iPad, that's even better, right from the field. So they'll be able to really drill into all of the project information that's available and provide some answers for contractors out in the field, or even if they need to answer or to get some answers for themselves out in the field. They'll be able to do all of that. It really is has really some powerful reporting capabilities here. Really what we're looking for is, accurate, real-time information is going to be available to any project stakeholder, right? and getting the right report with the right information is what it's all about. It also has some dashboard capabilities that are going to give us some at-a-glance visualizations to help all of the stakeholders, manage their part of the project. So for someone like the AVP of Project Services is going to be able to see where all of these projects are at a glance, based on how we set up that dashboard for them. So again, a great feature over AssetWorks AIM. Financial control will be in one place. That's huge. Right now it's not. It'll give a total overview of the costs across all stages of the project. It'll help manage the budgets, commitments, invoices, cash flow forecasting, and really provide access to a lot of detailed information. They'll be able to drill into this and find out. Sometimes there's hundreds of invoices submitted on any project. There are dozens of commitments issued on that, right? You have dozens. You have a general contractor. You have subcontractors. You have architects. You have engineers on these projects. And it's going to all be in one place where you're going to manage the flow of all that financial information coming through. So that's a big feature. And to make this all happen, there's integrations, right? There's integrations with Oracle, with RU Marketplace, and with Archibus and GIS mapping. These are important. The Oracle and RU Marketplace features, again, are something that we didn't have in the past, or we don't have now with AssetWorks AIM. Archibus is our source of truth for space management information. So it's going to put us in the right building, on the right floor, in the right room when we're doing projects. And GIS mapping is also going to, put us in the right spot on the map and make sure that, again, all the information is accurate and dependable going forward. So these are just a few of the things. I think I mentioned about 5 or 6 there, just a few of the things that are going to be improvements over AssetWorks AIM.
All right, well, thanks, Joe. That was a lot of exciting info. I think it's going to end up being a really informative podcast series, and people are going to get a lot of good info out of it.
Yeah, I'm excited about letting everyone know about eBuilder and some of the features. This is only the beginning, right? Additional podcasts are going to drop in the coming weeks. There'll be some emails coming out about that to give you an idea of who's going to be on those podcasts. So I'd like everyone to stay tuned for those. And again, that's it. Glad that I had the opportunity to share this with you today. Thanks. Hope you found this episode interesting. Join us next time as Marlon Hidalgo offers some technical insight about eBuilder and discusses how he is preparing to support eBuilder end users. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. See you next time.